Genie grind and watch him get rich, huh? Remember when I said I hit a lick, huh? I don't really wanna fuck the bitch, what? Willie went and made another hit, okay, like Prada on my motherfucking kid, huh? Louis on my motherfucking hip, huh? Curry how I dunk, no switch, hey, fucker gonna fuck that bitch, hey, if you ain't gon' fuck with me, you a dumb fuck, put up a hit but feel like one punch, look at my bank and I'm getting dumb rich, and I'm gonna count it up till 100,
Hello world, I am What If Studia, and today we are doing What If Asta was the Mechanical Terror. Actually, I don't even know what the title will be for this one because it's kind of a general quirk that, requires a lot more specific directions. So why don't we just get right into doing that? So basically, Deku will be born with a sort of intuition, where his brain works in more creative ways than anybody else. His brain, it's working faster, stronger, and better, just in general, than everybody else's. So when he's born, he doesn't show any prowess for magic. Actually, he basically has no magic. Now that's all right for just being a poor farmer, but being the child of one of the guys, of the church guy. But once he starts drawing, being able to draw on parchment and all like that, once he finally gets to, he actually starts drawing schematics, blueprints for stuff that he has in his mind, little tiny robot warriors that he can make with little pieces of paper that he crumples up. Now the blacksmith sees this when he's only 5 and says to the father that, perhaps he could work in his workshop for a little while, his blacksmithery. Of course, the father is a little bit hesitant at the start for this, but Deku actually agrees a lot on this, jumping on the opportunity, and begs his father if he could become if this could become an actual daily thing for him, because he already knows he's going to love it. So he starts spending the weekends, and then the weekends become most of the time, and then most of the time becomes all the time. He now lives at the blacksmithy, as he is constantly creating whatever he wants to, giving most of his ideas to the basically what I would consider his stepfather now. You know what? Name him down in the comments. I would love to see your ideas. He's a nice guy. Anyways, he basically starts raising Deku as his own, as his other parents and his older brother sort of go off in their own direction in life. Deku continues creating with this guy. Mentored under this guy, he by the time he's 8, is already creating stuff that the man couldn't even imagine, making the guy fascinated about what else he could do, what else could be possible with this sort of creativity. So when Deku actually makes an engine one day and pistons to match, the man starts to get a little bit worried about how everybody could figure out that he is this smart, that he could create such advanced technologies they would use him for their own gain. So, deciding that the countryside is not safe enough for him, he needs to be protected, he needs to be in a place where he can also use his abilities for other things, given the proper coddled, basically. He needs to have resources, magical resources too. So he decides to ask his father if he could take him into the royal capital of the Clover Kingdom, as he'll have a better life there in general, as he will, if he was to sell some of his inventions, well, they would already be rich. The father, of course, is very hesitant and makes sure that, that at least Deku Asta will come back to him, once and every single summer, maybe. So the father agreeing, the new stepdad agreeing to this, Asta is sent off to the royal capital, making, Yuno start to get jealous and also wonder what his brother is doing, making him want to actually train maybe a little bit, get him a little bit more motivated to actually go out there and do something with his power. So he starts actually becoming a sort of local legend around them, starting to become, starting to show off his power more, starting to defeat some bandits and stuff like that, while Asta is gone at least. Once Asta gets to the royal capital, he is treated to a high royal sorcerer of the kingdom. The royal sorcerer and the blacksmith are actually quite great friends, which then the blacksmith tells Asta that, well, he'll be staying here as a gigantic workshop with all of these materials, magical, different exoskeletons of different golems, all this stuff that mesmerizes him. He doesn't even hear what his stepfather says. So he instantly just starts getting worked. He does not even sleep. I don't think he sleeps for weeks. For weeks on end, he just doesn't sleep. He is constantly creating. He creates this mini golem thing that actually has its own spirit inside of it, and starts to manufacture. Once the father figures out about this, he actually starts asking him if he could manufacture these, like make them like streamlined. Of course, Deku's like, Asta. Sorry, I never do Black Clover ones enough, so this is kind of my introduction. Sorry for the skip. Asta basically, there it is again. Asta, it's like, of course I could do this. So that's how they make the majority of their money, paying off their rent inside of the Royal Sorcerer's warehouse. Experimental room, deep inside the castle, the main castle hub. He starts to meet some really important people that come down to gather their needed armor or other things that will help their sort of abilities. Now, one thing that he does get great at is creating this motor that his stepdad has really been, telling him that that's so cool, like, you should make that even better, like giving him ideas and stuff. And he starts making the motor so great that it actually starts to be able to not have to run off of anything. It can run off of normal water using combustion or some sort of thing that I don't know the science, but all I know is that he starts to make a motor small, but it can run almost infinitely. He gives this idea up to the sort of royal sorcerer, and the royal sorcerer says that it's great, but it needs to be bigger. If they are going to make it for the whole capital, then he needs to make it himself. Now, the Wizard King actually comes and visits him one of these days, seeing all of his inventions and actually being very, very impressed, sort of patting the kid on the head and telling him that what he's doing is going to help millions and millions of people. Not millions, thousands and thousands of people of the Clover Kingdom. Now here's where there's going to be a split. Now you see, I do these in my normal what ifs sometimes, and it's going to be a split in the sort of what you want it to go to. So in this split, there's going to be a branching path of chaos and peaceful. So whichever one that you want to go to, just click those. It should be suggested right next to the video, or I'll link them up right at the end. Be sure to click whichever one of those that you want to see the road of this go down. And thank you so much for watching. This was a very quick one, but I have been looking forward to this one, and be sure to watch the next. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Genie grinding, watch him get rich, huh? Remember when I said I hit a lick, huh? I don't really wanna fuck the bitch, what? Willie went and made another hit, okay, like Prada on my motherfucking kid, huh? Louis on my motherfucking hip, huh? Curry how I dunk, no switch, hey, fucker gonna fuck that bitch, hey, if you ain't gon' fuck with me, you a dumb fuck, put up a hit up, I feel like one punch, look at my bank and I'm getting dumb rich, and I'm gonna count it up till 100,